Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Spiritual Journey podcast. We're now on episode 158. I always love starting the podcast by saying thank you. Feels very, very blessed with this podcast, the people it's receiving, the messages I get. So thank you for everybody that's supported this podcast, everyone that listens. I feel so very blessed. Thank you. So this is a monthly episode I do, and I get excited to channel this message for you. So this is going to be the message for August, channeled through the Akashic Records. And Akashic Records, just to give you a quick summary, are a record of everything your soul's been through. Current life, past life, prior life, future life, everything about your soul's journey is stored in the records. And when you get an individual reading, I connect you to your guides and I channel a message that you're ready to receive and you need to receive. But again, as humans, we can't take on all the information stored in the records, so we get a view of what we need right now. And anyone that connects with the records in that way, it's just a beautiful connection to get insight into what you're going through in your journey and what you need to know. I love giving individual readings. You give me access to your soul, you give me access to your guides, and I get to channel a message for you. And for me, it's the closest I feel to source, to God, whatever source of God looks like for you, because my role is there to channel a message for you, to be a vessel. I don't judge it, I don't filter it, I don't think about it. Whatever comes through, comes through. So it means I'm not really there as a human. I'm more there as a spiritual being to be that vessel. But today I'm going to channel a group message, and the message is going to be for the collective. So whoever's listening, this message is for you. And you may be thinking, well, this is for the group, etc. But ultimately, if you're listening, then the universe, your guides, send you messages through so many different sources. And my intention for this message is for it to reach anyone that needs to hear it. So I'll call in all our guides, and I'll channel the message. And again, I don't filter it, but I feel so much love from all your guides and from all ascended beings. And there's so many different beings that are here to guide us. And when I channel this message, I feel so much love. So thank you. The other thing to bear in mind is as I go through this process, what I'll do is I'll do a quick cleanse, a white light cleanse, so our energy's cleansed before we get to the records. I'll say a prayer to open the records. So when you listen to this message, your records are open. So it means that you may get a message through my words, but you also may get a message through your own guides, and be in your own presence. You may actually receive message during the download, or you could even receive it afterwards. So before we start, I would ask you to maybe ask a question or set an intention, and be open to receiving your own messages. Depending where you are, if you are in a place to, I would recommend being still as you listen, or if you're in nature, being really present. Obviously, if you're driving, concentrate on the road, but really allow the message to come through. So the process, like I said, is I'm going to do a quick cleanse. I will open the records. I'll channel the message, and then I'll come back and do a quick wrap up at the end of the session. So let's begin. If you can, I would recommend you be in a still place, be present. Like I said, I'm going to start with the cleanse, open the records, and then I'll channel a message. So if you're in a position to, please close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a breath out. Take another really deep breath in and a breath out. And just imagine there's a beautiful white light at the top of your head. It's so bright, so vibrant, so full of love. And just imagine that light washing over you like a wave, all the way from your head to your toes. Starting off at the top of your head, which is your crown, going to your third eye, which is your forehead, going from your third eye into your throat, from your throat into your heart, and feel your heart opening up. Feel that light going from your heart into your stomach, into your legs, into your feet, into your toes. Feel every part of you just being completely filled with this beautiful white light, including your arms, your hands, your fingers. Feel that light extending outside of your body and cleansing your aura. And then take a moment to feel the energy around you. Feel how protected you are at this time. Feel the love from your guides, from your higher self. Feel your connection to Gaia, to Mother Earth. Feel your connection to God, to Source. Just feel how protected and loved you are. Know that you're needed, you're wanted, and this is your time. Take a moment just to feel the love you have for you inside you. Feel your connection to your soul. And from this space, we're now ready to enter the records. We gather together in light, we gather together in love, we gather together in the message from above. Through the Akashic Records, we understand our greatness. Through the Akashic Records, we understand our wisdom. Through the Akashic Records, we understand what's there. This prayer will help us deliver us there. I wish to know all the listeners of this podcast in the light of the Akashic Records. Help me to see all the listeners of the podcast through the light of the Akashic Records. I wish to know all the listeners of the podcast in the light of the Akashic Records. Bring me to feel all the listeners of the podcast through the Akashic Records. I wish to know all the listeners of the podcast in the light of the Akashic Records. Help me to see all the listeners of the podcast through the light of the Akashic Records. Bring me to feel all the listeners of the podcast through the light of the Akashic Records. And now the Akashic Records are open. I invite all of our guides, our soul family, any ascended masters, any archangels, any high-level beings, any ancestors of past lives. They're here to assist and support us with this process. I ask you to form a cycle around us. I honor you with love and compassion. I honor you with love and compassion. I honor you with love and compassion. Thank you for being here. We appreciate this time has been challenging for so many of you. For so many of you, been waiting for the energy to be less intense, for things to calm down. That's not going to happen, at least in the immediate term. This is a period of time that was planned, where so many of you are awakening, so many of you are going through what may feel like the dark night of the soul, a rebirth, where so much has changed, so much feels unbalanced, so much feels like you are on a roller coaster. We ask you to ride the wave. We ask you to let go of your expectations, leave them at the door. We ask you to trust whatever's coming next. We know this is hard, and it feels harder now than ever before. That's because every facet of you is changing. Every facet of you that you've held on to for so long, and you've clung on to, is being released. You are going through a massive change. And this is a collective change, so you're not on your own. You are a soul having a unique experience, a unique human experience. But this time was destined. This time that we're going through was planned. It's all part of a mass change for everyone to have an option to upgrade, to go and experience a different dimension. But we want to remind you it is a choice. And whatever you choose is up to you. We encourage you to upgrade. We encourage you to go through the rebirth. We encourage you to embrace the new vibration that's coming. But we also feel your fear. We understand your fear. But as we say, as we keep telling you, it is time to let go if you can. It is time to embrace and trust what's coming next. Which means you have to let go of all of these things you've been holding on to, all the facets, all the people that no longer serve, the things. In many ways, you are, the old version of you is dying. And the pain and the emotion, everything you feel, is like going through a mourning period. You are mourning the old version of yourself. You have to let him or her go. This is the phase we're in. This is a continuation of the July message. This is not a new message. But we see your pain. We see the turmoil that you're still going through. This is because you're holding on. This is because you've been through so much and you're still holding on to the old version of yourself. And you're clearing through so many karmic cycles, so many soul contracts coming to an end. You're releasing so much because the new version of you can be born, and the new version of you can have so little programming, so you're like a blank canvas. Some of you are already at that stage where you've been reborn, and you're at the toddler stage where you're a blank canvas. Some of you are still going through that rebirth. But whatever stage you're at is perfect for you. But for all of you, know that your friend circle has gone smaller on purpose. Know that you have to be very careful about who you let into your inner circle, your vibration. Your energy, your vibration is being protected, which means on the human side, for a lot of you, your circle has gone smaller. And even the friends that you have don't understand what you're going through. But again, they're not supposed to, because they're from your old life. Doesn't mean that you have to cut everybody out, but it does mean you need to stop looking at the people that know the old you to understand what the new you is going through. To manifest new communities to help hold your space. And when you're ready, when you're at the right phase of this process, you'll attract that community. But that's also going to involve opening your heart and trusting. And that doesn't mean you open your heart to anybody that comes close, because as you go through this process, people will feel your light, and you'll attract people that may not serve you. So trust your vibration, trust your instincts. You'll know the right individuals to trust, and trust in you. Everything you need is inside you. All your answers, all the love, everything you need is inside you. This really is a time where you have to trust you. And some of you may be thinking, well, everything I've been through, I've caused so much pain to me or maybe to others. But again, that's the old version of you. And again, when we ask you to check in with you, we're asking you to check in with your heart, not your head. Because that's your other challenge, is everything you've learned, everything you've known in this human existence in many ways is slowing you down. Because that's where your expectations, that's where how you think things are going to go, that's where your need for control comes from. As you enter this next phase, the learnings are going to come from a different place. Your ability to channel, connect with your gifts are going to come from a different place. The magic that's going to happen to you is going to come. So if you expect things to go a certain way, that's where you're going to struggle, because this phase, you're not going to know what your gifts look like. You're not going to know the vibration and your own energy. This is where you need to let go from your ego. You need to talk to your ego, maybe give your ego a name, and just let your ego know that you don't need protection. And then actively switch from an I think to an I feel. Meditate more, spend more time in nature, be more present in your own energy, your own vibration. Get used to your own company, be comfortable in your own company. Be open to receiving messages, channeled messages. Your human circle may have got smaller, but the support you're receiving from the other side is so much more. Just take a moment to feel the energy and the vibration around you right now. Feel your guides, your soul family around you right now. Feel how much you're supported. Feel the energies and the ascended beings that are here, the circle of light. So many, all the archangels. Archangel Michael's always watching over you. Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael. Metatron, keeper of the Akasha, Sandalphon. Feel Jesus' energy, feel the Buddha energy in your heart. Know there's so many ascended beings watching over you. Know there's so many ancestors that are celebrating you, because you've released so much ancestral karma in this lifetime. You felt things at a deeper level because you chose not just to heal your karma. You chose to heal ancestral karma, which is why you feel things so deeply. You also feel things so deeply because you're here to guide others through the next phase. No, you recognize the words of guide. We're not here to force anyone to do anything. We're here to guide. So many light workers are being activated. If you listen to this message, you're being activated. You're a light worker that chose to be here at this time as a soul, which means you're needed, you're wanted, and you are important. Listen to the words, you're needed, you're wanted, you're important. If you're listening to this message and thinking, well, he's not talking to me, I am talking to you. You're very, very much loved. Your gifts are needed. Your gifts are being activated. If you've been feeling tired, if you've been feeling drained, if you're feeling confused, it's because your physical body has been upgraded just like the rest of you. So if you feel tired, then try and get some rest. But stay hydrated, spend time in nature. Be present in what's happening. Activate your gifts. Trust your empathic ability. Trust your messages. This is a period of integration. You've done so much work. You've been doing so much healing. And as you go through this upgrade, as this rebirth, that healing is being integrated in all parts of you. So much inner child healing, so many things you've been holding on to. It's now time to release. So we ask you to look inside yourself and ask, what are the things you've been holding on to? What are the memories that you still haven't released? What's the Pandora's box of memories that you hold on to from your childhood that you don't want to open because you're not sure you can take it? We're here to tell you you can take it. You will never be given anything that you cannot handle. So it's important that you release. Ask for support if you need it. Look for human guides if you need it. But again, trust in your heart. Always checking with your intention. You don't need to be fixed. You are where you're meant to be. Nothing is missing. As we said, this period is an integration. We know you want to hear the message that the intensity is going to decrease. It is going to continue to be intense, but feel the different vibration we're going into. If you can, get excited because there's a big shift happening. Look at what's happening in the planet. There's so much anger. But that is also because of the shift. Some people don't know how to handle what they're feeling different inside. They can feel things changing and they want to hold on. And the more you hold on, the more frustration, the more emotion, the more anger. If you can let go and trust and ride the wave, make riding the wave your mantra. Letting go of control, leaving the expectations at the door. If many of you are worried about missing your purpose, your destiny, you haven't missed anything. What makes you think your destiny is just one thing and it's going to all of a sudden be super clear to you and then you can start living your life? No, live your life now. Make your destiny to serve, because that allows you to do so many different things. Just focus on this moment. Feel the joy, the beauty inside you. Yes, we know you're tired. We know this has been an intense period. We encourage you to cry, to get angry, to release your emotions, but then don't hold on to it. Once you've released it, then replace it with joy. Focus on what's working in your life. Be grateful. Journal much more than you ever have before and release those things you've been holding on to. Be aware of what's happening in your dreams because you're receiving more information in your dreams than ever before. Have a notebook with you all the time and you receive channeled messages. For so many of you, you have the ability to channel right, which means you receive information from a different perspective. And if you're struggling, it means that you're receiving more information than ever before. But also remember that your guides need guidance too. Not all of them have had a human experience. So this is a period of time where you're building a strong connection with your soul family, with your guides. So you also have to ask them what you have to tell them what you need. If you need them to slow down because they're sending so much information, then ask them to slow down. If you need them to send the message clearer, then ask for the message to be clearer. This really is a time to be with you. Stop comparing yourself to other people. It's so easy to look at someone else's life and think they've got everything together. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes. This is just make it all about you. We've told you before, put you at the center of your world. When you do that, you can heal so much quicker and your light becomes so much brighter. But also do things that are fun. Do things that give you that belly laugh. So it's another great way of releasing. Become a student in everything that happens to you instead of just focusing on the pain that it brings. Focus on what the lesson is. Anything that happens to you, ask, well, how? What is this teaching me? How am I expanding by this experience? Because the first stage of anything is becoming aware. And when you change your question and become that student and become inquisitive and become curious, your awareness increases. So increase your awareness. Allow the new you to be born. Allow your guides to guide you. Feel the love around you. Finally accept and fall in love with this version of you. The love you seek is the love you have for you inside you. Allow your guides to guide you and support you. Take time to just truly celebrate how much you've grown because you did it. Nobody else. Everything you've been through, all the healing, the releasing, the emotion, the pain, cutting out those relationships that don't no longer serve. You did that. Why are you so hard on yourself? Celebrate you. Of course, continue to do the healing. Of course, we've all got work to do. The healing is a lifelong journey. It's not a one-time activity. Stuff comes up when you're ready to heal. So if you're going through a massive shift, it's because you've done the work to go through this upgrade and this massive shift. So celebrate you. Your soul has worked so many lifetimes to be here. You have to accept that you chose to be here. For so many of you, you don't feel like you connect to anything. It's because you don't. You're not meant to belong. Therefore, the connection you're looking for is to a programmed life, and you're not meant to lead a programmed life. So accept that you chose to be. Accept that you chose to, in your soul, picked a challenging life because you can take it. Accept that you're being activated. You're being upgraded. Which means that your vibration, your light's going to be so much brighter. So again, be careful about who you let in. This is an exciting time where you're being upgraded. We know and feel the energies be intense. And we know the releasing can be painful. But remember that pain is inevitable and suffering is optional. So as you look at your life, look at the things that you're holding on to and ask, is these souls contract complete? Are these things I'm doing no longer serving me? Because if you release them, again, your life becomes lighter. And that doesn't mean all of a sudden you cut everybody out of your life, but you stop giving your power away. You stop looking to others to give you the answers. You stop molding yourself around what you think other people want you to be. Be your own yourself. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Really think about what your values are and actually feel what your values are. And live that way. And know that everybody's going through something. So treat others with kindness, knowing that they're going through something, knowing that they're feeling something. Again, have your boundaries set. Even if you know somebody's going, that doesn't mean they can treat you a certain way. And remember that everything in your external world is a result of something in your internal world. So if you don't like something about your external world, you doing the healing on the inside allows you to change your external. You have the power to create your reality. It's in your hands. We love you so, so very much. We're supporting you now more than ever before. Allow us to. Allow us in. Allow your guides in. Build a connection. Take time every day just to feel the energy and the vibration around you. Take time every day to meditate and be present. If your mind's busy, let it be busy. Why are you getting lost in so much frustration? Just breathe. Just breathe. Know this is your time. Nobody needs anything. Nobody wants anything. This is your time. This is your time to truly focus on you and shine your light. And always remember, no matter the question, the answer is always love. This is your time. Activate. Start using your gifts. Accept that you're here to serve. Activate the healer in you. Know that your aura is powerful. So as you enter into space, know that you're naturally healing. And if you're not, as you connect with your gifts and as you practice using your gifts, as you activate your empathic ability, be careful not to take other people's emotions on, because everybody's going through something. So if you feel disconnected, just check in and say, is it mine? And know as the planet's going through something, you've allowed Mother Earth to use your energy and your vibration. You've chosen it as a soul. So when the planet's going through something, you're going to feel it too. You're a warrior. You're a leader. You have such a big heart. Allow yourself to feel the love around you at this time. And accept this is your time. We love you very much. This message is complete. I give gratitude to all the listeners of the podcast for entering the records. I give gratitude to the pinnacle for lighting the way. I give gratitude to the space for the comfort and love. I give gratitude to all the listeners of this podcast, higher selves for leading us here, for guiding us here. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. So as you come back, just take time to come back into your body. Take some deep breaths. If you have some drinking water with you, please drink it. So over the next few days, allow yourself to integrate the message. Maybe listen to it again if you feel like you missed something. But also be open to receiving your own messages. It really does feel like an important time where integration is important. And integration, does take time, does take patience. And being in meditative space, be comfortable in your own space. Spend time in nature. Spend time in water if you can. It's such a beautiful way to integrate. Thank you for allowing me to channel this message. I felt so much love from all your guides. Please do let me know if the message resonates. I love receiving those messages. Let me know what part. If you are looking for an individual reading, please do reach out. I also train people on how to read Akashic Records. And I call it training, but I really don't believe it is training. What I feel like I could do is I guide people to a modality, a gift the soul already knows what to do in. So I love guiding people to it. I do over 3 sessions. You get to experience the reading. You I guide you to open your own records, and I guide you to open on someone else's records. So you get all facets of it. Whether you want to use that as a business or whether you just want to use it to connect with your guides and listen to your message deeper. If this resonates with you at a heart level, reach out. I love what I get to do. I get to guide people to shine their light. So thank you for giving me that opportunity. My purpose is anyone I connect with, I want to leave them better than I found them. So I really hope this episode has left you better than I found you. I'm sending you so much love and light. Please be kind to yourself. And just as a reminder, me and Stacey have a mid-August webinar. We do it free for 90 minutes. I'll include the link in the show notes. It's going to be on August the 15th at 10 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. It's a great way to have a conversation with the conscious community. We'll also do a guided meditation. Actually, we'll open the Akashic Records and share a group message. But it's a very safe space. So join us if you can. And through this period, through this phase we're going through, I'm sending you so much love and light. If I can help, reach out. And like I said, be kind to yourself. Spend time with you. Fall in love with you. Take care. Bye for now.